Stephen Stubbs here, music educator and gear enthusiast. I have taken upon myself to review every travel size carbon fiber guitar, whether or not the manufacturer sent me one. This week, I spent with the Enya Nova Go. It is the least expensive option by far with carbon fiber guitars, and frankly, with all beginner guitars. $189.99 is the retail price. It does not have the electronic pickup. It also doesn't have the effects. I'm not a big fan of those in a guitar, and so I didn't get that. I also picked it up on sale for about 150 bucks plus tax. It was like 160 something. And I expected a lot less. Let's just say. I expected a toy. I expected it to be teeny. I expected it to be hard to play. And I was wrong. This is a fantastic beginner instrument. It is a legit instrument because it's carbon fiber. It stays in tune, is impervious to the changes in temperature. In the music classroom, school districts don't always have the best AC units, and I was pleasantly surprised. Here we are, the heater. I actually left this guitar in my trunk overnight. Hit like 40 degrees, came out, still like almost 50 degrees. Drove here, and it is into carbon fiber. It stayed in tune. It is a great size for working with kids. I didn't realize how comfortable it would be with it being so thin. Definitely comfortable. The one really bad part is it's not well balanced. It's got neck drop to where you let it go and the neck drops because the neck is too heavy for the guitar. And so you actually have to balance it with this hand. It's not a free hand unless you take this hand and you counterbalance it with this hand. But there has to be some kind of counterbalance that happens with this guitar. For a beginner guitar, it's pretty fantastic. It sounds much better than I thought it would. It's pleasant. The lows and the mids are richer than I thought they would be. The highs, it is a little tingy, just a tad. But frankly, you get that with other beginner guitars too. And so if you're comparing apples to apples, you actually get a better tone out of this. Now, volume of sound, you don't get much. It's more than I thought it would be. You do have a sound hole at the top, which helps because it goes directly to you. But you don't really get like a full volume. And when I took it to the classroom, I spent an entire week with it. At least 15 hours I put on into this guitar to give it a fair shot. I took it to the classroom. The kids didn't really react that great to it. So in the classroom, they usually react better with other guitars. There's more volume, maybe even better. Well, there's a better sound. But for what this is, a beginner guitar, I would definitely recommend it. One thing that I was surprised with was working with infants. So what was really surprising is how comfortable it is being the thinnest of the carbon fiber guitars. My specialty is elementary music education, and specifically infant music education. That's the subject of my thesis. I'll have a master's degree in elementary music education from Fresno Pacific University, May 2023. And I work with my grandson with, of course, what I learned. And he's 7 months old. I played with him for 2 hours the other day, and it was so easy to sit Indian style with this guitar because it's so thin. I can do it with the other guitars, right? It's not like I can't do it, but it is so much more comfortable and easier for me to do longer in these positions because the guitar is so skinny. Um, and even if I get into this position here, we played for a long time with me in this position, even changing positions. I'm an old guy, I'm 45. So changing positions is important. It was easy and it was super comfortable because it's so thin. So definitely a plus. What's interesting about this project is that I'm purchasing a number of guitars. Now, some I get discounts on, some I don't. I bought this straight off of Amazon. It's the exact cut that you'll get. It's not Enya sending me a special guitar. This is what you get. Um, and I'm going to sell a lot of these guitars. I'm not selling this one because of how easy it is to use with my grandson. This is my go-to guitar to play with infants. Also, infants' ears, they don't need the higher volume. In fact, it's better if they don't have it. And so, if you are preschool teacher or daycare or have little babies and you want to work with them, this is fantastic. 2 hours I worked with my grandson. I'm not afraid for him to grab onto it, and he can't really hurt it. It's pretty sturdy. I am pleasantly surprised.